us as the magic of the season comes to life. Lights Before Christmas, sponsored by Key Bank.
Good evening. Welcome to the 35th annual Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo. I'm Melissa Andrews.
And I am Jordan Strack. Personally, I really loved that little open. I got to see my daughter in it, so it made me very happy.
Yes.
You had your kids here too.
It was great to see you guys here kind of in passing when we were filming that and kind of get to see the lights before we reveal them tonight. We got to see the tree all lit up, and it looks a little bit different this year. They've added something.
Everything about this year looks a little different. I think we all understand that, but here's the good news. We're going to be very safe. We're going to be able to do this. And we are so fortunate in Northwest Ohio to be able to have the very best zoo lights in the entire country. Yes, I said it. The very best zoo lights in the entire country right here in our backyard. It's very cool.
Yeah, and you can make your voice heard on that. There's a big contest with USA Today going on. The zoo is going for their third try at winning the best zoo lights. They've won it in the past, so we're going to have more on that coming up. Our teams are spread out throughout the zoo, and we're beginning to really see a lot of people trickle in here. The zoo's limited the amount of people who can be here tonight. That was by reservation only. Yep. But still, there's plenty of room out here at the zoo to be safe here tonight.
Absolutely. And the other thing is everybody has a facial covering as they come in. When you're getting to the winter, though, we want to have the facial covering on. It's going to be chilly tonight, though. It's absolutely picture perfect. I don't know that we could have drawn up better weather for Lights Before Christmas than we did this year.
I honestly don't remember a time at the Toledo Zoo Christmas lights, the Lights Before Christmas, that it's been so warm outside. Do want to talk to you about the social distancing. Obviously, Lucas County put a stay-at-home advisory into effect just a couple days ago. Still, we are out here socially distanced outdoors at the zoo. We did talk to the health commissioner today, who's been working closely with the zoo to make sure that everything stays safe here as you visit tonight.
I think this week I've talked to somebody from the zoo at least 3 times. My staff members have been talking with them as well, trying again to tweak plans and make sure we're all on the same page. They're enforcing the masks, they're enforcing social distancing. So again, it's very safe.
And that is the most important part of all of this. Everybody is going to try to stay safe while we're out here. You've got the facial coverings. Everybody understands we need to space out. And here at the zoo, that's the beautiful part of this. We're outdoors and we can all space out.
Yeah, we want to be able to enjoy the holiday with our direct family members for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. So we are keeping it safe tonight. And at the big tree lighting, usually a crowd gathers with Santa. Santa's not going to be here tonight. He is going to be spreading cheer elsewhere. But at the zoo tonight, we have Tim and Robert over at the big Norway spruce. How's it looking over there, guys?
Hey, Melissa and Jordan, we are doing great. We are waiting for that big moment. In a little over an hour from now, we're going to see that 85-foot Norway spruce light up. 35,000 lights, Robert. What an amazing night for people to come out. We're not freezing for once, right?
Yeah, everyone's talking about the weather because today, the record high today is 71.
Wow.
We haven't been too far from it this afternoon. But I still feel like when it's really cold, you sort of get in the spirit of the holiday.
Exactly.
It's still working. It's still working today.
And early this morning, they had some of the lights on when we were here live. So it still felt like, the Christmas season and Thanksgiving. So we're going to do this tonight. And this tree is going to look amazing. And we do have, as Jordan mentioned, people are spread out. We do have people kind of gathering here. This is the place really to be in about an hour from now. But we're so glad we're still able to do this, right?
Absolutely. This is kind of the center of it. And, when it comes to weather, tonight is so great. The weekend is going to change so much. There's even a chance of snow this weekend. But we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, and one more thing we need to remind you do need a reservation to get into the Lights Before Christmas. Every day on the website, you can find out how many they have left. Got to get those reservations.
Well, you can check our 10-day forecast.
Right.
And then plan accordingly for your reservation.
Sounds good. There you go.
All right.
Build it right around the forecast. We have a whole team built throughout the zoo here tonight. A team of reporters. This is a fun night for everybody. We want to get out to our Kaylee Kirby now, who is kind of roaming the zoo right now. Kaylee, how is it where you are?
Well, I mean, we'll start right with the weather. I am so glad that I don't have to have a jacket on right now. That may change, over the next hour or so. But I remember last year having to have a jacket and some gloves on. So I'm excited that I don't have that. I'm right here. Kind of once you get off the zoo, every family comes by here, takes pictures, with the big letters that spell out zoo right here over at Flamingo Key. Definitely see that excitement from those kids coming in. I see them run down this ramp and right up to the zoo letters to take a picture. So it's definitely an exciting time, family waving at you right now. This is that entrance right before they head to see those lights that are really lighting up right now that the sun is beginning to go down. So I'll be roaming the zoo. I'll be around seeing what all the lights look like, talking to those families and seeing how it is for them, definitely in these different times compared to what we've been used to, but should still be an exciting night. We're going to check in with Amy. Amy, where are you at right now?
Hey Kaylee, I'm over at the Broadway entrance at the zoo, and we have a brand new attraction. I guess you can call it an attraction this year. These horses, Pickles and Gunner, are straight from New York City. You can take a carriage ride around Wallbridge Park, and you can see we've got two families right there. We're super excited. They were petting the horses earlier, but these horses are honestly really getting antsy. So we're gonna send them off. Go ahead, guys. They're gonna go around the park. The rides are just about 10, 15 or so minutes. It's $10 a ticket, and you can buy those tickets right here at the Broadway entrance. Ooh, Pickles is getting a little antsy, but here he goes. All right, well, we're gonna continue to kind of check in with these crowds, roam about the zoo, show you a couple other things that we've got going on this year. I'm gonna send it over to my colleague, Emma Henderson, who's out there in Defender. Hello, Emma.
Thanks, Amy. We are right by the entrance, so we're seeing everyone coming in, getting excited for those lights, getting ready to see them for the first time in a year, or maybe for the first time ever. So we're actually here with the Martinez family. Now, this is a family tradition. You are here with your great-grandkids today, and you've been coming since your children were little. So why don't you tell us, you guys come every year. What are you looking forward to most right now?
The Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree? Yeah, so really that tree lighting is what everyone's here waiting for. And now this is a small portion of your family. You guys made reservations and got a lot of you guys coming in. So what does this event mean to your family every year?
We look forward to it every year. It's just the way it is. It's beautiful. I mean, it's the way the lights are.
Just being with everybody as long as we can. So then she wanted to say something.
So it's just a special family tradition for you guys, being around everybody, being with everyone. Well, they are still waiting on a few more family members to come here. So for now, we are going to toss it back to you, Jordan and Mel, to let us know what other exciting things we can expect from tonight.
All right, Emma, thanks so much. I think as we went, we whipped around the whole zoo. The carriage rides really stood out to me. I thought that looked really fun.
It really puts you in the festive spirit, but
Yes.
we're also beginning to see all of the lights as it gets darker, and I really like these ones behind you, kind of a rainbow deal, and we have the icicles behind us. There's plenty to see, but right now everyone's really enjoying seeing the animals while it's still light out.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't pick favorites. It's like asking what's your favorite kid. You can't do it. It's all my favorite.
I know,
I
like
love all
flamingos,
of it.
there's
And
a tiger.
and the drip, and the whole thing. I actually like the zoo sign right back
That's
here.
really cool.
The whole thing. You can kind of see it too, yeah. The whole
So if you
thing is
can't
really
join us
fun.
tonight, you can make your reservation to come on out through the season. For now, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo, presented by Key Bank.
Okay, do you want me to stay here? I know we had me at another carriage hit. I wasn't sure if I'm doing that again or if I
Mr. Robert, okay? Feel free to take that if you want.
No, you're good. All right, got it. It was good.
So when did they, was it a two week?
You won't hear him and I.
Oh, can you give them a little mic check, count to 10 or something?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Welcome back to our live coverage of the Toledo Zoo's Lights Before Christmas. This is opening night. We are right in front of the huge Norway spruce that will be lit up in a little bit, so make sure you stay tuned for that, the big part of the night. I'm joined now live by Shayla Bell Moriarty from the Toledo Zoo. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a great night out here. The weather is fantastic. This took a lot of planning. What is it, since August you guys have been starting and getting ready for this?
Absolutely. Being our 35th year, our horticulture team, the team at the zoo, are professionals in making sure that we put on a great show. So we're very excited tonight.
And we know 2020 has been one of those years, right, where there's
Yes.
always things you have to deal with. We have the stay-at-home advisory that was just approved yesterday, but you want people to know that it is safe to come out here. It's an outdoor setting. There is social distancing. Everyone's wearing one of these, a mask. Tell us a little bit about how you were still able to do this despite what we're dealing with right now.
Well, we're absolutely committed to having a safe and healthy experience here at the zoo and making it fun. So we changed and enhanced some protocols to make sure that that happens. We have a reservation system that is required for entry, for guaranteed entry. We also have we have cleaning stations. To ensure and to be able to adjust to the curfew from the state, we also adjusted our gate hours. So we're doing what we can to stay in alignment with the Lucas County Health Department and to make sure that this is a great experience.
And so that for those who are trying to get a reservation, maybe they have an emergency where they can't make it that night, can you reschedule for another night as long as you have that reservation?
Absolutely. We want our guests, and we understand that emergencies happen, situations happen, so what we want to do is just make sure that all of our guests reach out to our park operations team and we will get you rescheduled.
How much does our community need this event? Not only tonight, the opening night, but just Lights Before Christmas in general. It's been a tough year for everyone.
Absolutely. The best part of Lights are the memories that you're able to make with your family and friends, and then this year to be able to do that safely. So, you know, to the mental health, this is very important. And then over 72 acres here on grounds, the physical activity is also appreciated.
Very much so. And, you know, we need this.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have been looking forward to this. So
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shayla. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thank you, Tim.
We'll be lighting this tree in just a little bit. My colleague Robert Shields is here with more on really the fantastic weather. Robert, I can't remember it being this warm for opening night.
It is pretty incredible. It's near a record high temperature. And you know, so many people think of the Toledo Zoo and summertime, and it makes sense. It's a great place to come in the summer. But because of this event, every year December winds up being the busiest month here at the zoo. And there's plenty of folks out here tonight enjoying the zoo and enjoying this weather. And let's take a look at it. There's a little bit of a breeze, but with it being so warm, it's there's not much of a chill in the air. All you need is a nice light jacket and a scarf tonight. And heading through the weekend, I think we're going to see temperatures drop off, and it will go back to winter coat weather from a high in the 60s today to a high in the 40s tomorrow. Now that's a shock to the system, and you want to talk about a shock to the system. Our first alert meteorologist Ryan Weekman is back at WTOL Studios working on the forecast. And we're talking about a chance of some snow coming into the area late Saturday night, Sunday morning. That will be more of an eye-opener than anything, one of those that kind of melts on impact. But be prepared for that on Sunday morning, heading into what's going to be a chilly end to the weekend. Let's head over to Amy Steigerwald now. Amy, what do you have for us?
Hey, Robert. So the team that was just on the carriage rides when I was just with you guys has now come back. So you can see that these rides, just about 10, 15 or so minutes, they take you all the way around Walbridge Park. I saw lots of smiles from everyone on board, so it looks like they had a good time. Jordan sounds like he really wants to take one of these rides, so I'm about to lay out what you need to know. You've got $10 per person. You can buy that ticket right here at the Broadway gate. And these horses, like I said, come straight from New York City. So they go right up Fifth Avenue. They've been through pretty much the heart of Christmas town, and here we are. They have them now in Toledo. You can do this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all throughout this season until Lights Before Christmas ends. So I'm going to hop on one of these one day because I'm super jealous. I really want to get on one right now, but I've got to head to my next location. I'm going to send it back over to Tim. How you doing?
Doing great, Amy. You know, I saw those carriage rides kind of getting set up when I pulled into the parking lot, and I thought, man, I'd like to get on one of those at some point. So let us know how it is, and certainly that's something a lot of people will be enjoying. Once again, we're going to be lighting the big Norway spruce in a little over an hour from now. Continue to watch as people are getting ready for the big moment. Our live coverage of the Lights Before Christmas here at the Toledo Zoo returns in just a moment. Stay with us.
Start. Welcome back to the Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo. It is the 35th year, and the weather is perfect, and we're really beginning to see all the twinkling lights.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the fun facts I always love, if you strung every single light in this place from here, it would go all the way to Cleveland. It just amazes me. Simple things like that make my mind wander, and I'm very simple-minded, obviously.
Well, that's amazing. That's grown so much in the last 35 years when they started the Lights Before Christmas. It's really grown every year, and now the tree here, the Norway spruce that we're going to be lighting tonight, is actually larger than the Rockefeller Christmas tree that they light every year.
I come for the Melissa Andrews knowledge. That's why I showed up tonight.
Got a little back and forth here. And there are live pictures of those lights. They are so beautiful. We are still seeing people file in. Everyone is very socially distanced. There are arrows on the path so that you're staying 6 feet apart from everyone, and everyone's wearing masks. And of course, the zoo limited how many people could be here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to have an appointment when you come, and that's just one of the things they're doing, one of the many things they're doing to try to keep people safe out here at the Toledo Zoo so we can all enjoy this beautiful, unbelievable resource we have right here in Northwest Ohio.
Well, speaking of the visitors tonight, let's get over to Emma Henderson, who's at the entrance to the zoo and First Alert Defender. Hey, Emma.
Hey, so the sun is just starting to go down. We're really starting to get the effect of those twinkling lights. It's It's really starting to feel like that Christmas magic out here. So like we said, we're right by the entrance. As you can see, people are doing a great job of social distancing. We really just see them coming out in their family units. Everyone's wearing a mask. There's a little sign over here where everyone has been taking pictures. And even when they're getting ready for that sign, they've been waiting at least 6 feet apart from each other and really taking that time and patience to get into the zoo. So obviously we are seeing people before they actually get to see the magic of Lights Before Christmas. So I've been talking to people who are coming in. They're all very excited. For some of them, you know, this is a family tradition. This is something that they do every year. So it was important to get this reservation and continue to do it even with everything that's been going on now, even with the masks, even with that extra precaution that they're having to take. And so, you know, for some, I think the most exciting thing is those little kids who get to see the lights for the first time. And like I said, with the sun going down, we're getting closer and closer to that time where that true holiday magic kicks in. All right, well, we're gonna toss over to Kaylee. She is at the barnyard talking to some other people who have just come into the zoo. Kaylee?
Yeah, that's right, Emma. I've made my way to the barnyard. Went from flamingos. Now I'm seeing some different animals. Over here at the barnyard, we actually have a couple new animals. They're reindeers. You know, normally I don't know if I'd see reindeers in Ohio. I thought they were maybe in the North Pole, but this is the first time I've seen some reindeers, so I'm pretty excited. We've got 3 new reindeers. Also inside the barnyard, we've got some alpacas, goats, pigs, other farm animals that you can feed. There are people here wearing their masks, socially distancing, and feeding the animals. Now, I did speak to some staff here at the barnyard area. They are limiting the amount of people here to about 60 inside this kind of enclosure area where you can come and feed the animals. Right now, I'm going to socially distance my interview, and we're going to do an interview with Gabby. How are you, Gabby?
Good.
Good. And is this your first time seeing a reindeer?
I've seen them in my backyard.
You have reindeers in your backyard?
Well, they're in our woods.
Oh, okay, cool.
And sometimes they accidentally get stuck somehow.
Gotcha. So is this your first time here at Lights at the Zoo? How many times have you been here?
I've been here like 4 or 5 times.
Awesome. And then what's your favorite part about being here at Lights at the Zoo?
The red pandas, because they're so cute.
Yeah, you like the red pandas? I like all kinds of animals. Well, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm gonna pick my mic back up and show you guys a quick shot of the reindeers real quick. Hey, Melissa and Jordan, you like these reindeers over here?
I do, and I also do love the red panda. Like, she was saying that she loves the red panda. I think they're so cute, too. We have a lot in common. Gabby was her name, I believe.
They are.
Me and Gabby,
but the best part is really being able to see families enjoy something together again.
Absolutely. That's what this is all about. We've been doing this, you know, our whole lives. We've been coming here to the Toledo Zoo since we were little kids, and being able to share that with your kids. And it's always so much fun to be able to come out and experience the lights, and now we can still do it safely, which is exciting.
We'll have much more coverage from Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo, sponsored by Key Bank, right after this.
Okie dokie. Hi there, thank you for joining us at Toledo Zoo's Lights Before Christmas, and you're sitting there on the warmth of your sofa, and we're so happy to have you along, and we're standing here, and it's warm. The high today in the 60s, and at this point in time, no hint of wintry weather, but lots of hints of the spirit of the holidays and the spirit of Christmas here at the Toledo Zoo. Let's look at our 10-day forecast here, because the weather is going to get a bit colder over the weekend. After 2 days in a row here of near record high temperatures, the bottom's going to kind of fall out tomorrow. Winds will shift to north and then turn north-northeast, and that will sweep down off the lake and bay. Sunday morning, you may just wake up to a little snow or rain-snow mixture, and then temperatures should rebound heading toward the Thanksgiving holiday. I think temperatures will be up to near normal or a little above normal. And if you haven't done it yet and you're considering hanging up your holiday Christmas lights, I keep looking at this huge Norway spruce. It's 70 years old, and everyone's saying 35,000 lights. So we did some math. That's like over a mile of lights strung up there. So we're going to enjoy seeing the lighting coming up here pretty soon. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
The zoo before? Okay, so you're kind of an expert. So we will talk to you about that too.
Aren't those lights so beautiful?
Oh, it looks absolutely magical. One of my favorite times of the year. The only bad part about tonight is I'm down to this much left on my Christmas cookie, which is kind of depressing.
It's been interesting seeing you eat that through your mask.
Yeah, I'm trying to like nibble underneath, but it was really good. And listen, you can't put a cookie in front of me and not expect me to eat it.
Right. Now we just need some hot cocoa. I think we can find you some. Well, speaking of the masks, though,
Perfect, yeah.
Everybody's in masks here tonight. That's because we were just talking to some of our crew behind the scenes, lived here in Toledo all their lives. And this is, like we've said, something that you grow up with through childhood. You drive down the Anthony Wayne Trail. You know all the lights and which trees are pink and purple. And it's just a part of Christmas time.
Absolutely. And I said it earlier. You pass this down from generation to generation. Everybody that grew up in this area, you remember coming to the zoo lights, and you make it a priority every single year.
Yeah, you got to get here at least once. But this year, of course, it's 2020. We're doing things a little bit differently and more safely. I want to give you a look inside the zoo and how they're following safety protocols to make sure your visit is a healthy one. The Toledo Zoo has been open for months during the pandemic, and zoo leaders say they figured out what works and what doesn't when it comes to keeping guests, workers, and animals safe.
So all the high touch points we have throughout grounds, all the doorknobs, all the interactives that guests can touch, all those are being disinfected and cleaned both during zoo hours and also before and after.
The zoo will have extra hand sanitizing stations along with extra signs, and they're following state mandates when it comes to masks. Every guest age 6 and up must wear face coverings at all times. The popular tunnel is closed, and you do have to use the bridge to get across the Anthony Wayne Trail, and parking is only available in the Anthony Wayne Trail lot. You will need to make a reservation online if you want to visit and enjoy the lights.
We do ask that they go to our website, toledozoo.org, and make a reservation up to 7 days in advance. That gets them their date and time for arrival, and also make sure that we hold a spot for them to help us also control the number of people inside our facility at one time.
So the number of people is limited too, and we've really seen less of a crowd. It doesn't look like anyone's forced to be too close to one another. We're kind of just all sticking within our own families.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking about this landing area down here normally is packed with people wanting to take a picture at the big zoo lights. It's not this year, and that's the good news, is that they have done a really good job of limiting the amount of people here. So it's been really cool.
And there are some indoor exhibits that are still open. We have the Museum of Natural History, the Reptile House, and of course the very, very popular aquarium, and that is where we find Amy Montgomery right now. Hey, Amy.
No. Hey, Melissa, I'm actually at the ice slide. We had a change of plans. Can you push me? Can you give me a push? Here we go. Oh my God. Okay, Jordan, I am stealing all of the fun activities today. I got the carriage ride, and now I have the slide. This is $3 to go down. I can confirm it's worth the $3. And I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. So I'm gonna toss it right back to you guys.
I hear like muffled quiet. I almost did that at...
Yeah. Amy getting to go down the slide, I'm very jealous because that's one of my favorite parts of all of this. So I'm a little jealous.
I've never been able to do it either, but usually our meteorologists are always dispatched to that area, and it's super fun.
I wish it was like snowing. Maybe we could have gone down the ramp right here, but it's not. It's beautiful.
You can always make your reservation to come back another day.
I'm gonna.
We are continuing to have fun here at the Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo. We're going to check in with Emma Henderson right now. She is at the entrance to see how things are going there across the bridge. Emma?
Mel, Jordan, I've added a little pizzazz to my wardrobe because I have to keep up with everyone who's coming in today. So here with me now is 7-year-old Journey. She is decked out. She's got her Rudolph antlers. She's got her little necklace. And Journey, you have a special friend with you today, right? Who is this with you?
It's my elf, and her name is Elfie.
So Elfie is your elf on the shelf, and you said you have to bring her in this water bottle, this special container, right? Why do you have to do that?
Because you can't touch them or else they'll lose the magic.
Oh, it'll lose the magic. Okay, so now you have been here before. Now, what is your favorite part about the lights, and what do you want to show Elfie during this year's Lights Before Christmas?
I kind of want to show Elfie like some of the animal lights.
Okay. Awesome. Well, as you can see, we have people of all ages who are very excited here. Now she is going to head in, and of course they are going to see the big tree light up. We are keeping our social distance, and they should be heading in any minute. So I'm going to send it back to you, Jordan and Mel, to see what else is going on in other parts of the zoo.
Absolutely. All right, Emma, love the necklace, and she brought her little elf on the shelf, which I love. We got to see the lights. I can appreciate that. My daughter has to have her bring a stuffed animal every single time. She's got little Jojo the cat.
Aww.
Jojo the cat loves the zoo.
Take pictures around the zoo. We've seen a lot of people all festive. Dogs, people, babies. It's all you need for Christmas. We'll be right back with more from the 35th annual Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on.
Thank you for joining us tonight here at Toledo Zoo's Lights Before Christmas, and many of the lights are now on around the zoo, except for the big Norway spruce, and that's where we are now. You know, the zoo, in keeping up with times and concerned about the environment, 85% of the lights here now are energy efficient LED lights, and the conversion continues here at the Lights Before Christmas, which have been going on since 1986. And if you're starting to feel a little bit of hunger in your belly, well, let's go over to Kaylee and see what's happening here at the zoo for food tonight.
Absolutely, Robert. You know, I didn't eat on purpose because I knew I was coming to the food area, which is a first for me. So I am outside of Yuletide Food and Spirits. It's the newest kind of tent area where you can eat. You can get food inside. You can grab your food, eat inside, or you can come outside. I've got 2 of the kind of hot meals. This is, well, 1 meal, 1 drink. This is called an eggnog Russian alcoholic. So those parents out here definitely want to try this. And then this is the buffalo chicken egg rolls with ranch as your side dressing. So 2 of the hottest kind of items. I was told by staff inside, the chef said this drink flew off the shelves last night. So definitely a hot item. I have not tried the buffalo chicken egg rolls. So definitely something you want to try. They've got tons of things on the menu. Other types of eggnog spirity drinks. They've got egg rolls, they've got buffalo chicken, a lot of things you can think of. They've also got the normal foods, hot dogs, hamburgers, things like that. So I'm going to toss it over to Tim while I take a bite of this food and enjoy my pre-dinner. Tim?
Hey, Kaylee, I know we have the lighting of the tree coming up, but I think we need to meet halfway. Bring me some of that food so I can try it too. I'll just have to trust you that it's good. All right, Kaylee, thanks so much. You know, we all love babies, right? Whether it's a new baby you may have in your family. Did you know that Toledo Zoo has a lot of babies here as well? Talking about baby animals, of course. There's a lot the zoo has to do to keep them safe and happy. Let's take a look at what they do every day.
Life during the COVID pandemic may seem slow, but not at the Toledo Zoo.
So we have 3 primate babies right now.
Zoo workers have had their hands full with a baby orangutan, gorilla, and calibus.
Zuri, our colobus, she's a monkey. They develop a lot quicker. She is running and jumping and officially starting to drive her family a little nuts. Fajar is so much fun. He approaches the glass with the public. He likes to play with the kids.
Zoo staff have been busy monitoring the health of the babies along with their parents. They even had to care for some of them by hand until they determined it was best to put the families back together.
Seeing these animals back in with their family is a sigh of relief and kind of a tear in everyone's eye when they get to see these kind of wonderful interactions with their family.
Not only will visitors at the zoo get to see these new babies when on exhibit, they'll also get new up-close looks at some of the most famous Christmas animals. The zoo's 3 reindeer are stationed at the barnyard.
It'll be a really great space for the public to get to come and see the reindeer nice and up close, and they've got their beautiful antlers right now.
I'm always so impressed by all of the behind-the-scenes work that is done here at the Toledo Zoo. We don't maybe think about it a whole lot, but so many dedicated people that are really keeping these animals safe, and always good to see that. Hey, we're about 25 minutes away from the lighting of the huge 85-foot Norway spruce. This is really the centerpiece of the Lights Before Christmas. So much to see. That is coming up. You don't want to miss it in our live coverage. So opening night of the Lights Before Christmas resumes right after this on this beautiful Friday night.
Thank you, sir. Mike, check. Hello, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Here's a live look at the Toledo Zoo opening night of the Lights Before Christmas. More coverage, including the lighting of the big tree coming up. But first, let's get you updated on the news of the day. Start with an update at the breaking news. Toledo police arresting and charging a man in the city's most recent shooting. 53-year-old Scotty Greer charged with murder in the shooting death of Alvin Volker. Shooting happened around 9:30 this morning at the Stop and Go on South Avenue near Spencer. Volker was shot at least once and taken to the hospital where he later died. Police are still asking anyone anyone with information on the shooting to contact Crime Stopper. Toledo Fire and Rescue spent over 2 hours this afternoon battling this blaze at a vacant house in West Toledo. Happened on the 2300 block of Holland, Sylvania. The fire began around noon. Flames were so intense, crews had to be pulled from the home. No injuries reported, and the house is a total loss. Cause of the fire is still being investigated. Another week of records when it comes to COVID-19 in the state of Ohio. The state reporting a record 398 new hospitalizations and averaging 300 hospitalizations a day this week. Last week, there was an average of 230 hospitalizations a day. Ohio has reported 183 deaths in the last 3 days, 36 a day this week. For a deeper look at the numbers by lead investigator Brian Duggar, check out the story posted right now at WTOL.com. A look at the latest numbers released a few minutes ago by the Lucas County Health Department. Now 12,407 confirmed cases, increase of 435 since yesterday. 1 new death reported today. Drug maker Pfizer requesting emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine today. Expect approval and first distribution mid-December. Earlier this week, the drug maker announced the vaccine appears to be 95% effective at preventing mild to severe COVID. Medical experts still standing by despite progress on a vaccine. It's still critical Americans wear masks and social distance with cases, hospitalizations, and deaths skyrocketing. Wood County health officials are explaining how they would store and distribute COVID vaccine candidates. Carla Byron explains how the county plans to move the doses as quickly as possible.
The Wood County Health Department says they have regular freezers to store the Moderna vaccine once it's on the market. The more challenging Pfizer vaccine needs to be kept extremely cold, but the county has a plan. Health Commissioner Ben Robson says they can transfer the Pfizer vaccine from its shipping container into a standard fridge where it can thaw and be administered quickly.
Our expectation is that if we have things lined up and the allocations are what we anticipate, that we'll be able to move that vaccine shortly after it thaws and try to get it moved out of our hands within 5 days into the arms of the intended recipient.
Should it be needed, they're working at establishing an agreement with partners who do have ultra-cold storage, such as Bowling Green State University and Wood County Hospital. As a final option, they're also considering leasing or acquiring ultra-cold freezers themselves. First responders, doctors, and nurses and the most vulnerable population will be prioritized. But once the vaccine is available to the general public, Robson says they intend to have a drive-through option. They're figuring out the best ways to reach everyone.
We're interested in trying to deliver vaccine through partnerships with like Meals on Wheels that may reach some of our targeted populations directly. Partnering with them and providing a nurse who can provide a vaccine will be one key strategy that we're working through right now.
Robson hopes the community feels encouraged and comfortable getting the vaccine. Carla Byron, WTOL 11.
City of Findlay is asking local churches to tighten up their virus protocols. Findlay Mayor Christina Mern says she issued new recommendations for Findlay church COVID protocols, a response to multiple Findlay churches identified as spreaders of smaller COVID outbreaks.
We want that comfort. We want that family environment when we're struggling, when we're celebrating. But that's not what we can have right now, that we need to keep each other safe. We can find ways to connect without being physically together.
The Findlay mayor says the area churches who had those outbreaks are taking a break from any in-person services for the immediate future. Toledo School for the Arts has a new therapy dog. Winston is a 10-month-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. His job includes helping students who deal with anxiety, building social skills, and providing companionship. Sierra Ford, the school's counselor and Winston's mom, says they got the dog right after schools moved virtual in March.
They were totally on board with us getting a therapy dog, and in the virtual environment, it's been helpful for us to build, for me as a counselor, to build rapport with my students.
Ford says Winston loves his job, gets excited to meet the teachers in the building and students online. Winston will take his final test to be certified a therapy dog in December. Salvation Army in Findlay is looking for volunteers to help with 2 holiday initiatives. First, they are in need of a lot of volunteers to ring bells at their red collection kettles. And second, they have about 500 children registered for their Angel Tree program. Those kids who may not be getting presents this year have their names on a tree at both Findlay Walmart locations, along with the Christmas list. The Salvation Army recommends you make Angel Tree purchases by December 12th to make sure there's time to distribute the gifts by Christmas. Our Go 419 team is working hard to find fun activities with you and the whole family this winter. And one place you can go is Swayer Quarry in Perrysburg. A whole list of activities to do now until the end of January. A new program that they're working on this year is called Wild Lights Workshop, a friendly competition where you can decorate a life-size animal statue that will light up the park at night.
Normally our parks are closed after dark, but this is a special time where the parks will be open after dark, and so folks will be able to walk through and see those lights, the setup, all the creativity of people that have decided to participate.
For more information like this program and many others that are happening in Wood County parks, you can head over to WTOL.com. Don't forget, tomorrow you can watch the Bowling Green Holiday Parade. It's going virtual for the first time because of COVID. There will be new appearances this year from local musicians and dancers for you to enjoy from the comfort of your home. You can watch it right here on WTOL 11 tomorrow at noon. Stick with us. We're going back out to the zoo for more Lights Before Christmas. Be right back.
Zoo, the dancing trees going right now, and we are having so much fun on an absolutely picture-perfect night in Northwest Ohio. Melissa Andrews and Jordan Strack back here inside the Toledo Zoo, and I keep thinking about this. I barely need the jacket and winter hat tonight. It is so perfect. There's a light breeze. It feels wonderful here tonight.
There are some people who are in shorts and T-shirts, which we don't mind at all, and you absolutely could be out here.
No, stop. That's not true. You cannot be wearing shorts and a T-shirt. I disagree very much.
I've seen it happen. People
I
seem
saw
to be
the guy.
totally comfortable.
Yeah, I told him he was crazy.
Yeah, this is my kind of weather for this. But listen, if you want the snow and the flurries and the cold weather, that's coming, and you can reserve your space to come to the Lights Before Christmas. There's also a hashtag tonight, Lights Before Christmas, if you want to get in on social media with us.
Thank you for that. Make sure I
I
do
mean,
that.
this is I'm surprised you're not tweeting about this already.
I haven't been tweeting about it. I will though.
Surprisingly,
I will, though, for sure.
now he is. Well, we've got people from our team stationed out throughout the zoo. We're going to check in with Amy Steigerwald right now, and she is at the History Museum.
Yes, Mel. You know, my last 2 hits were pretty active, so I decided to kind of diet down a little. And I'm here with Sophie. She's in 7th grade, and she tells me she's been coming to the Lights Before Christmas since she was a baby. Sophie, what's your favorite part of this each year?
Definitely the lights, just like the dancing lights or whatever you want to call it. I always find it very fun.
Cool. This year we've got a couple new things. I see your whole family over here. You guys all have the nice dancing lights on your necks, it looks like. But we do have carriage rides this year. You know, obviously COVID-19 has kind of limited things, but you still came out. I guess, you know, how much does this mean for you every year to come?
It's just an amazing opportunity to come here because it's always, the lights are just so beautiful.
And we, of course, are hoping they win best in the country. They usually come pretty close. Of course, if you haven't voted already, you can do that on USA Today, 10 best lights. And we're going to send it right over to Robert. Robert, I'm inside, so I really am not experiencing the weather outside right now, but we know it's warm. What are we expecting this weekend?
This is one of those nights where when it comes to weather, you learn that everyone's idea of perfect weather is a little bit different. You know, there are a few people in the crowd that say, every year we just wish it would snow on this night. It would make it perfect. And this year, a lot of people are saying this is so fantastic because it's very comfortable to be here. But we're gathered around the big Norway spruce waiting for the tree lighting after near record high temperatures today. It is still very warm and pleasant this evening. Now, if you have plans to be out here this weekend, the weather's going to turn a little bit colder, and you know it always has to do with wind direction. Tomorrow it'll come from the north and then northeast, so highs this weekend will drop back into the 40s. That's pretty close to what's normal for this time of the year. I have a feeling some of you are sitting at home on the couch with your own animals, your own little fur babies. Well, stick around. Coming up pretty soon, we'll have the lighting of the big tree here at the Toledo Zoo's Lights Before Christmas.
Kiniram, right?
Kiniram, yep.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Yep. Okay. Emma's by the entrance. Okay. Can you
Mark Kiniram. Pardon?
count to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Is the W2L showing on the mic, or does it? There you go. Thank you. See, he knows what to do. And welcome back to our live coverage of opening nights of the Lights Before Christmas. This is a Toledo tradition. that so many people have been looking forward to this year, and we're so happy to be able to bring it to you for another year, the 35th year of this amazing celebration. Right behind me here we have the Norway spruce. It's pretty dark right now, and that's for a good reason, because we are going to light that. It's going to be the great moment that's coming up in just a matter of minutes. But joining me live outside here right now at the Toledo Zoo is Mark Knierim from KeyBank, which is the main sponsor here of the Lights Before Christmas. Mark, it's always great to see you. Amazing weather here tonight. What is it like to kind of just feel this moment in a tough year that we've had in 2020?
Well, it feels great. And whether it's 60 degrees or 6 degrees, you need to come out during the Lights Before Christmas here to the Toledo Zoo. It's just, this year especially, given the craziness we've had in our world, to come out here and be with family and friends, it's such a blessing. And it takes you back to, I think, a quieter time when you can really spend some quality time with those you love.
And Mark, we know KeyBank plays a big role in planning this. Safety measures have been important too. What role have you guys played in making sure we can do this safely?
Well, we worked with the zoo, and the zoo does a great job all the time, but especially this year with the masks and the social distancing and how they've set up everything so that everyone can stay safe and that we can still enjoy this wonderful holiday tradition.
There's so many things, Mark, that we've been told we can't do this year. What would you say for the people who maybe don't know if they can come out? Stay with your immediate family maybe to do this, but this is something you guys feel so strongly about, right?
We do. You know, it's a great benefit to the community, both for economic, because people come and spend their money here in Toledo to come to the lights, but it's also for quality of life, to be here and spend time with your family. If it's outdoors,
Right.
so you can be here with your family, be safe, and just really enjoy the holidays.
Well, we know the zoo is very grateful. We're very grateful that KeyBank plays such an important role. Maybe wouldn't happen without the work that you guys put in all year round. Mark Knierim, thanks so much for joining us. We know you're going to stick around to watch the tree light up here in just a matter of minutes. Right now, we want to kick it over to our Emma Henderson, who is over by the main entrance of the Toledo Zoo. So, Emma, how are things looking over there?
Well, everyone is so excited. I kind of see this as like the gateway to the magic, right? You see a few lights out here. We've got some lovely ones around me, but they don't get the full sense of it until they walk through there, and then it opens up and they can see the whole zoo lit up. So that is what everyone here is waiting for. We've seen lots of little kids here, probably for their first Lights Before Christmas, which is exciting because I know I've been here for a few years and I definitely remember my first Lights Before Christmas. And so it's all about really feeling that holiday magic. And, you know, there's all of that anticipation just building up, and then we will see them on the other side once they get in. So I'm going to toss it to Robert to see what the weather is going to be looking like as we look at these lights.
Oh, I think you put it so perfectly, because I'm here by the Norway spruce and our crew is here, and we're seeing some of the same people we see every year. It is a holiday tradition this night, and it is a gorgeous night out here. As we're waiting for the big tree lighting, you know, the moon is overhead and the stars are starting to peek out on what is just a perfect weather night. The breeze has settled down a little bit, and we're anticipating colder weather this weekend and maybe even a little bit of snow late Saturday night and Sunday morning. For now, though, near record highs today. And if you are looking ahead to the Thanksgiving holiday, the weather looks relatively mild midweek and into Thursday of next week. Stay right there, stay warm. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo, sponsored by KeyBank. It is the 35th year for this event, which many of you have been enjoying since childhood. And like Jordan said, it's really become a generational thing. This started back in 1986, I think, with about 70,000 lights. And now, as you mentioned, there's more than 1 million.
And did you know it takes 2 months for them to take down all of the lights and put them all away in storage? 2 months. Can you imagine the front of your house? That's 5-10 minutes. Get it all down. You put it away in the box. You're done for the year. 2 months? That's a lot of work.
I know. I think my husband has an insurance policy out of me because I'm always the one that ends up on the ladder.
You do. Melissa, I would not have predicted that from
I know you wouldn't. I know you. It's a little known fact. But
You continue to impress me, Melissa
It's amazing
Andrews.
that we just come out here and enjoy all these lights. But like you say, you don't get to see kind of all the little elves behind the scenes that put up all these amazing lights.
There are so many people that work so hard to
They
make
do.
this thing happen every single year, and they do an unbelievable job. Can you imagine the operation that has to go and making sure every single thing is organized to make sure you get it to the exact right spot? There are so many little details that have to be taken care of.
And to add something to make it better and better every year. But one of the things that people love about coming to the Lights Before Christmas the most is the dancing lights. And Kaylee Kirby is there right now. Kaylee.
Yeah, definitely one of those main attractions that everyone likes to see. The main reason is because these lights are synchronized with music that you hear right here on the speakers. I'll step out of the way. A lot of people love seeing the lights, the dancing lights. We've got a family dancing right here. I was just talking to a couple families. All of them say this right here is their favorite part of being here at the zoo, being able to listen to the music, kids dance around, watch those lights come on. Fun fact, there's more than 70,000 LED lights right here in this main plaza, 1,404 strands. That's a lot of lights, on these trees in this area, making sure that it's lit up. You guys are enjoying this experience, seeing the lights synchronized with that music. Tons of holiday songs that you've heard, over the last couple of minutes. Definitely one of those experiences that you just have to catch on camera. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's kids kind of right in front of this main tree doing some cartwheels, some back handsprings. I used to be a gymnast, so wish I could join them. Definitely. But this family that I was talking to earlier has a little newborn, and they wanted to make sure that they got their kid right over here and seeing these lights and experiencing it. They say this is a family yearly tradition, so definitely had to bring their little one in on it so that everyone can experience this favorite part of being here at Lights at the Zoo before we light that Norway spruce. Oh, the music just stopped playing. Well, I will toss it back to you guys, Melissa and Jordan, while we get this music playing again and everyone can start dancing.
Well, Kaylee, I was going to say, you said you wish you could join them. Please, we have the time if you'd like to
I'm gonna go join.
dance. We have plenty of time. Go ahead. No,
I'm
please.
not gonna dance
We're going to
on
leave
air.
the camera on you for a second.
No way.
Oh,
No.
Not to like being put on the spot, Jordan.
well,
don't
listen,
wanna
I
see
thought
that.
maybe. No, everybody in Northwest Ohio would have enjoyed that. All right, we're getting so close. It is almost time to light the tree. I'm so excited.
It's a really amazing moment when we light the tree every year. Everybody, it just really brings you into the Christmas spirit. Everyone's waiting for that. It is an 85-foot Norway spruce. It's award-winning. It's bigger than the Rockefeller tree, and it's about 65 to 70 years old, 3 miles of lights. And I think every year they make it look better and better.
Absolutely. And it's one of those staples when you come to the zoo. Every single person that comes here has to make sure they take the picture, then they post it on Facebook, they post it on Instagram. Everybody has to do it. And you have to be really good about the lighting, though, because the lighting in the front, the back, it's very difficult, but some people have it absolutely mastered.
And every year there's proposals by this
Oh,
tree
yes.
lighting. And so I'm interested to see if there will be one tonight because Tim and Robert, I know we had 2 couples get engaged over by the tree just as it was lit last year.
Exactly right, Melissa, and that was such an amazing moment. Not only we had the tree lit up, but we had those proposals. We might have that. I'm kind of waiting to see if that happens, but it is time to light this tree. But first, I want to welcome in with us this evening. We have Ben and Dana Holt and their family. Ben is a Toledo firefighter who serves our community. 11 years, Ben, as a firefighter. How important is it for you to be a member of this community? You serve everybody here. When we need you, you're there. But to see this feeling of normalcy tonight in a really tough 2020.
It is great. I mean, I think the zoo staff has done a phenomenal job just making sure that everyone is able to safely be a part of this and just keep the tradition going that's been going for quite a while.
And Dana, I'm going to put you on the spot here. How is it to bring the kids in here tonight? Were they excited? Were they talking about it?
They're super excited. They've been talking about it for a couple days now, so yes.
And when did you break the news to them that they actually get to help flip the switch on this tree? Did you tell them before?
Yeah, earlier this week we broke it to them, yeah.
All right.
Prepare them.
And this is actually Ben's birthday today, so what a way to celebrate his birthday, right? All right. Well, hey, it is time. This Norway spruce has been dark for way too long. It is time to flip the switch. Are you ready to get the job done here? Yeah. All right, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip that switch. Yay! That was amazing. Well, thanks so much for flipping that. Ben, I just have to ask you, this tree lit up here, it gives you kind of the chills, doesn't it?
It does. They do a beautiful job every year, and I think every Toledoan is proud of the lights before Christmas that we get to experience.
Yeah, with the year that we've had, it's nice to be able to see this and for people to be able to come out. Thank you for the service you provide to the community.
My pleasure.
Nice job. Did you guys get to see Santa yet? You did? All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are going to continue to enjoy this beautiful Norway spruce, 35,000 lights. Just an amazing sight here as we hear "Oh Christmas Tree" from the Toledo Symphony. We'll be right back as we continue the lights before Christmas. This was the moment we've been waiting for.
Pleasure do you bring me?
Is that kind of cool to do?
You're taking a live look at the Toledo Zoo's Lights Before Christmas. That big 85-foot Norway spruce just lit a few moments ago. Tim Miller helped flip the switch for this year, and that's going to remain lit until New Year's Eve, December 31st. You can come on out to the zoo and visit. Tickets are $21 for adults, $18 for kids, and you do have to make a reservation this year just so everyone can stay safely, socially distanced.
And there are still a lot of fun things you can do. The ice slide is still here. Santa jumps in the aquarium twice. That's one of my favorite. Have you seen that before?
Yes, it's really cool. He feeds all the sharks and the fish, gets in there with his scuba suit. So that's really fun. There's still almost everything that you can do here and enjoy the Lights Before Christmas Christmas. If you're lucky enough to head out here tonight, you're going to enjoy some really warm weather. But hey, it's all a part of the experience with the bitter cold too sometimes. And
Yeah,
the
the
snowflakes.
ambiance of not being able to feel any of your extremities. Yeah, it's all part of the experience.
That's why you have that membership, so you could do it multiple times.
Absolutely. That's a proud member here, have been for years. And yeah, it's one of those things. You just have to come out and you experience it. Hi, how are you? Hello.
There's still plenty of people filing in here to the zoo, but everyone's really staying with their own families and being socially distanced and safe. They're wearing masks. And let's check in on people still coming in right now. Emma at the zoo entrance.
That's right. The people here still haven't seen the tree officially be lit up, so that is going to be hugely exciting for them. We do have a lot of people who are distancing themselves but getting in line. There's a really beautiful sign here that you can take pictures with your family. Everyone here just happy to be able to get out and safely spend some time together, do something a little bit different. Everyone's routine has been kind of messed up with the COVID stuff that's been going on lately, and so this gives them a chance to feel that holiday magic. So as you can see, people are lining up for those pictures, and then they will walk through that entryway and they will be able to see those lights again. Some of them for the first time, some of them for the 10th, 11th, 12th time, who knows? Honestly, it doesn't get any less magical the number of times that you have been here, the number of times that you have seen this. So, you know, people here very excited. Everyone's wearing masks, everyone's social distancing and staying with their family groups to make sure they stay safe. I'm going to send it back to you, Melissa and Jordan. What else do we have going on?
Well, you mentioned the word magical, and we just got a special delivery from an elf named Kaylee Kirby, who dropped off two different kinds of pretzels. This one's got cheddar, and I think the other one has cinnamon sugar. So who would have thought that when you come to the zoo, one of the best parts is the food?
Absolutely. I'm not going to be able to talk now. You realize
You might have to eat through your mask, and that may be a little bit awkward, but it is worth it. Robert Shields.
That's really good. The cinnamon one?
I'm going to try that one in a minute.
Okay,
Robert Shields got a taste of some of the new foods out here this year.
Oh yeah, and the spread is fascinating and fabulous here. And what you're hearing in the background, the wonderful sounds of Grace from the Toledo Opera, and we're so happy to have her with us here tonight at the Norway Spruce. Here's a look at some of the food offerings here at the zoo this year.
One of the best things about the holidays is the food, and that's certainly the case at the Lights Before Christmas. This year, the zoo is bringing their seasoned chicken catering cooking to you in a brand new experience, Yuletide Food and Spirits.
This is going to be our first time on ground, so we were really looking to kind of appeal to as much a wide variety of people as possible.
Sous chef at the zoo, Corey Wise, is excited for visitors to try the creations he and his team have come up with, including pulled pork sliders, soup bowls, house-made chips, and his favorites.
I think everyone's really going to enjoy the apple dumplings. Those seem to go over well in all of our tasting and testing with them. But I think the buffalo chicken egg rolls are going to be our biggest item by far. Once word gets out about those, there will be no stopping them from going right out the tent.
They will also have drinks for both young and old, complete with hot chocolate, cider, and local seasonal beers.
Just like we really like to get a lot of our product from local vendors, we're really sticking to a lot of local beers this year. And they have a lot of good specialty seasonal beers that are coming out this year we're really excited about too.
It is a gorgeous night out here at the zoo. You know what? We're seeing around the tree here people ranging from a t-shirt to a winter coat, and I still think a scarf is a good idea when there's a little bit of a breeze. Now, the weather's going to turn a little colder for the weekend, but we encourage you to come on out. I think both Saturday and Sunday evenings are looking pretty good. Weather you'd kind of expect this time of the year for the weekend and heading into Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us tonight. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Carnivora, in kind of the Carnivore Cafe. We're right in front of the selfie station that WTOL is running.
Welcome back into the Lights Before Christmas here at the Toledo Zoo. I'm still stuffing my face with pretzels during the break. It's been hard trying to have a conversation because I'm just shoveling food into my mouth.
We've got sweet and savory pretzels from the food store over here, the food shop, and I do like the sweet a little bit better. I say I'm a sweet person.
I think so. I think it just kind of fits tonight. Absolutely.
The holidays are here. We're really into the holiday spirit, and we are spread out all over the zoo, giving you a look at what you can expect here this season. Lights Before Christmas here until December 31st, and a big part of this, I think, is social media. We've got a hashtag Lights Before Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that I just learned about, we have a WTOL selfie station. I can think of nobody better on our staff to be at the WTOL selfie station than Amy Steigerwald, and that's where we'll find her right now. Hi, Amy.
Yes, I know. I didn't even know this was a thing, and I saw it, and I was like, let's go. So, yes, we do have a nice selfie station. If you're looking to get your Christmas picture early, this is the place to do it. We've got our lovely marketing staff setting that up, and as you can see, the lights around here, this is a great place to just kind of walk around with lots of space if you're looking for that and just kind of take in the scenery. It is really pretty, and I think it's the most Instagrammable place in the area. Maybe minus the tree. I think the tree might have us, but other than that, I think this has the best background. I know Jordan was giving me a little bit of a hard time saying that I may be the best person for this, but Jordan, I really think you are, and you can come over here and check it out as well. We're gonna send it over to Kaylee Kirby and see what she's doing. Hi, Kaylee.
Hey, Amy, definitely walked past that selfie station, thought about it, but was like, no, I got to head over to the carousel, to the train. So we're over in this area, kind of near the foxes with the polar bears. If you walk down this way, you'll hit the giraffes at the African safari. So the indoor African carousel is not open right now, or the train is not open, but the carousel is running now. This is, because of COVID-19 precautions. So like I said, the train is not running, but the carousel is up, and you guys can go on that. That's $2 admission for the carousel. Definitely something fun where you can ride around, see those animals. But we're here, we're just seeing people walk up and down, talking to them about how the carousel is going. Their time here so far, definitely seeing those lights. Everyone's excited when they see a camera around. They definitely want to come say hi to you. Maybe we can take some selfies with them coming up, who knows. But definitely a fun experience, that carousel ride, that train ride, something where you can experience it a little more than just walking around and seeing the animals. You kind of get a little closer to them. So that is running. Like I said, $2 admission. The train is not running, but the carousel is. So just letting you guys know that. And then, hi guys, how are you? Everyone's having so much fun just seeing those lights, getting ready to walk over to the giraffes, walking past the foxes and things like that. I'm going to toss it back to you, Melissa and Jordan.
All right, Kaylee, thanks so much. Here, Melissa, we don't need a selfie station. We can just, we'll just do it right here.
Hashtag lights before Christmas. Hey, speaking
Yeah.
of people who've been stopping by saying hi, Santa just came through on his golf cart.
I know him. I was so excited.
Yeah, so he can't really sit on his lap this year, but he'll zoom right by you and say Merry Christmas. He's got his bag of toys with him, so
Listen,
that's
he's
pretty
always
cool too.
watching. You don't have to sit on his lap for him to know what you want for Christmas. I promise you, he's always watching, and he is going to know.
It is another great year out here at Lights Before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo. This is open through December 31st. You do have to make a reservation in advance this year to come on out. $21 for adults, $18 for kids. Kids 2 and under are free, and you do get unlimited visits if you are a Toledo Zoo member.
And remember, you can only park on the Anthony Wayne Trail side. It has been an absolutely wonderful night for all of our crew. To all of your families at home, have a happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching the Lights Before Christmas here at the Toledo Zoo.
Good night.